All right, here we are, part 2,567,000 million feels like on the old wrecker. We have the light bar mounted. It is done and everything operates. Every light on we put on the back of this is LED except for those two sealed tail lights, which I like. Even the work lights down there are LED. Uh, it's okay. I had to chop a hole in it over there for the freewheel handle that I made. We greased and lubed the winch, both sides of it, but it does have a leak. So whether I overfilled it or what, but it's puking. So we'll have to look into that. And on the old Mercedes, my black fuel mule, try to do a little hop up deal. We put an inline electric fuel pump in it to try and push some extra fuel volume to the mechanical pump. I think that'll maybe help it a little bit. We're going to find out here in a little while. But while doing that, I discovered that one of my shocks was pushed up through the shock tower. So, and it's locked up. I'm going to have to get one of those ordered. So that's where we're at on it. This thing is, if anyone doesn't know, uses used engine oil as fuel. It does use some oil. It's got 240 some thousand miles on it, and I don't know, it's kind of tired, but it still runs good. Doesn't smoke or anything. It leaks a little bit of oil, and I think it uses a bunch. So I go through about 2 quarts every 100 miles or 150 miles, maybe I might get 80 miles and I'll use a quart of oil or close to it. Depends on what kind of driving you're doing. But anyway, put a new fuel filter, pre-filter on it, and I adapted it to the kind that you can buy anywhere. Mercedes purists will frown on that, but really couldn't care less. The original one is nothing special. It just has a 90 on the end, and by looking in there, the purist will say, oh, you know, the filter microns is not as fine or whatever bull crap. Anyway, you can see that one holds about twice the volume, and I think it'll be fine. Anyway, we're going to find out. This one here is still good. As you can see, you can see clear through it. A few pieces of junk in there, but it's basically 90% clean. And that is after running about 600 miles or 800 miles of used engine oil through it, mixed with gas or diesel. So everyone, when I started this project, said, oh, you'll never keep fuel filters in it. I don't change them any more often now than I used to regular diesel engine. So when I first started it, I changed them more regularly, but I found that I was just throwing money away. The filters, look good. I cut them apart and looked at them. It's just black. It looks nasty, but it doesn't clog up filters. As long as you break down the viscosity with some kind of solvent like gasoline or add some diesel fuel to it, the stuff will run right on through there, especially when it's warm out. So anyway, that's where we're at on this thing. I still drive it almost every day. Can't say enough good about it. I only gave $1,100 for this car, and I've drove it almost every day since, and I think I've put almost 10,000 miles on it. So it broke a shock, and if you look back in the old videos, you'll see down there where that primer is, I had to change the power steering pump, and I added some bracing and gusseting to it. The way that there's another one right here, the way that the factory bolts them on there, the casting actually broke as I was going down the road. So I spread the load by 3 more anchor points and haven't had any trouble with it since. Other than getting some bad fuel one time, had some water in it. The old thing is run pretty much non-stop. So anyway, just a little update on it, and getting ready to find out what a shock absorber is going to cost me, and put this turd back together, and I'm going to take it for a test drive. So thanks for watching, and that's an update on the wrecker. The wrecker's pretty well done. I don't have any other projects to do on the back. I'll look into that seal one day. What I'm going to do is run it for a little bit and then check it, because I might have just overfilled it. But anyway, those do puke. I've seen them do it. I've had them. Anyway, it's not a big deal. We'll look into that. So you pull the motor off and put a new seal in it, and it's leaking out of the gearbox, not out of the motor. It's not hydraulic oil, it's gear grease. So okay, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate my subscribers. And if you enjoy this kind of stuff, these builds, please like and subscribe. Have a good day.